Hello, this is Plume Silver, and I'm doing a grand tableau here for Kamala. Now, I'm going to do one for Trump also, because these are the two candidates that we're dealing with in the very near future of the elections in the States here. By the way, I'm Canadian, so yeah, I don't vote, and I actually not that much into politics ever in my years, but I mean, you have to admit that, the American election is an important one. It really shows a pattern of what's going on in the world. Now, you want to look at a grand tableau, and Kamala never had good cards in all my grand tableau I've done in the last couple months. She's always with the rats, and that's why I always refer to that as like the demon rats. They're breaking down. That the House is breaking down. The Democrats, anybody who says, "Oh no," it's the Republicans are all breaking down. They're all crazy and everything. Well, why is it I'm always seeing the Democrats breaking down? In the House of Tree, and the trees in the House of the House. We've got the coffin. It's ending. Their glory is ending. It goes right over the sun. Now, what's new, because it's in the House of Child, what's new in all this hidden things that is ending is coming out. It's about information, because above her, which is in the House of Mice, and that's how a grand tableau goes. You want to see what's breaking down? Go look in the House of Mice. And look at that. She's got the mice right next to her. So, they're eating away at information, mystery that is hidden, and that is going to snake and just bite her, whatever. It's going to come and get her, because right before under her, we got the scythe. And it's in the House of Lily, which I think the House of Lily, I was kind of thinking of as it's Biden. He's been removed and everything. She inheriting of the key. And in one of my other grand tableaux, we had the key above the coffin, and I think it was around in that area here. I can't remember exactly, but that is a sign that don't take the house from who's giving you this inheritance. And she did. She carries on. She even says, "I wouldn't change anything he does." Well, there you go. That was a big. She was trapped into this. This is definitely a trap situation. We've got the tree in the House of House, and it can't grow because that house here, the house is at the heart. It can't grow. The lady can't grow. She's trapped in it. You can see that she's in that house that she got given to her. When they changed it, you see the institution here in the House of Store. When they changed the key, who got the key, and they made a commitment to that. She made a commitment to it. This was her contract, and she had to do this. And basically, these were big obstacles the public were seeing. And it looked clear at first, but it's just getting darker, and it's moving her out of the house, and because she's deteriorating. They are breaking down. The public has been manipulated. The public has been conned. See, that's the House of Park. That's the public. Where are the public? The garden, the house garden, park. That's the same card. That represents the people. And they're basically starting to see, there's going to be a lot of confusion of what's going on. And there's an enemy there are enemies of the public. And there really are. I mean, it really doesn't take to have a genius mind to actually understand how crazy they are. But good, because they're breaking down, and it's all getting exposed. Right in the center, we got the sun and the stars. So we know that through communication and the House of Bird and the sun next together, all this new information is hidden, is helping us seeing really the rats in the house. Okay, so we're really seeing that. We got the three cards at the top, and we know that's the election. Clover, it's the election, and that's really where the solution is. This whole deterioration is through this process of the election that we're going to see this big battle, and it's in big trouble, because we got the ship here. In the House of Ship, the way it's going to move, it's going to be trouble, because it's going to move her. She's actually causing trouble, maybe, to the house, because the information that she holds above her is basically going to be revealed, because there's a big reveal going on here. And you see, we've got also all the bad cards around her, just this little square box here. We've got the scythe in the house of sons. So it's basically breaking. What is it that is being revealed? Well, we see the sun is in this all this new things that has been hidden in the coffin about what's going on in the house. You see, it's going to be revealed, and it's going to be shown how deceptive they are. And that's because you see, we even have the scythe, and we got the lily. You see all these three negative cards all around her. They're just confirming what's going on here. Now, the beauty about this is the man card, obviously this is going to be Trump. He's in the house of gentlemen. He's always been in the house. You see, this is telling me, so he's never left, because he is. He's like, how many times she mentions his name, it's almost like she's helping him. You know, it's amazing. This is all magic, like, happening. So really, what we're seeing her being very close at the end here, we know at the heart of what this lady sees, the heart is in the house, a lady there, and at the heart of her being in the house, there's definitely huge trouble. They're about to break down, and we want them to break down because I think the elections will be in huge trouble. There might be, either way it would be in trouble, but I think there's a lot of things getting revealed because we've got the information that has been overwhelmingly hidden from the public. And this is the goal. The true goal is just to be able to trust. You see, the ring here is to trust through this whole battle of the, because you see, this is the ring is in the house of whip. So what's that whole battle? This whole exercise of the election, you see, because we've got the whip in the house of clover, is the solution that is going to have, is going to open the door to do this. And then this is all about showing, you see, we got the cluster here of these really bright, you got the sun, this is how it's going to expand in the house of bird, and the bird is in the house of book. What is it going to expand? More information, more hidden information, and it's going to flow and flow because it's in the house of fish. You see, and yes, it was hidden because the fish is in the house of cloud, and this is definitely what's really going to start moving to deteriorate this house. Okay, so we really don't have very good cards around her. They're all around him, and he's looking towards the cards. It's like, yes, we know the mystery. Look where he's looking and say, yes, there's going to be a big change, and we're going to show you the contract. And he's definitely much more looking at towards the friendly. There's a change of the house here that's going to happen, that is already happening. Believe me, I think it's just like, you know, it goes with the information. The gift is how the media is going to be sort of sending or giving us all this information. This is the goal of this, to sort of, it's in a sneaky way, because you see, we got the house of bouquet, we got the rider, and that's how the information is delivered. And we go to see the bouquet, and it's an anchor, and anchor is in the moon, and where's the moon is in the snake. It's kind of a sneaky way to bring all this mystery of information, and really the direction, because you see we got the star, is to break down this house. They do. They're sick. They're just not. They're twisted. I just can't understand. There's nothing they say or they offer that gives me reassurance they would be able to hold a house. It makes no sense. They really do not make sense. I don't know why people like them. You know. Now Trump has his own problem, but he's in the house because he's connected to something much probably more powerful. And he's not worried, you know, but people hate him. So, but the media is breaking down too, you know, with them. They're working towards that. So we're really seeing something clearly. When I do the tableau for Kamala, it's always the rats, all the snakes, they're all connected to her. Now, it's interesting because when we knight her, we've got the lady at the heart, okay, of the house, okay, so, and then we've got what's new, what's shining. There's light shining. There's like an exposure going on, an exposure that things were hidden, that things are going to be flow. This exposure is going to flow, and it's going to be fairly new. And this is the gold of all this, you know. You can see because we've got when we knight this way, we've got the child card, and that's that new exposure. that it's happening. And this is the gold of it. And just above her, we could see there's a mystery. There's just above her head. That, you know, this is at the source of it. And, you know, these are very negative cards around her. Okay, and at the center, we could see that in the public, these are enemies that are going to be exposed because they were hidden, you know? So hopefully you like this, and that's Kamala. And again, she's in the House of Rats with the mice, and that's the direction. They're going to be breaking down. This is beautiful. Let's all get to rejoice here. I don't know about Trump, what's going to happen to him. You know, he's always under attack. We may not get a president because it's not clear. I'm going to do his reading a little later. But definitely, they're breaking down. Beautiful. Thank you.